You're here at the Mouse Vibes and we're back at Universal Studios Hollywood. It's pretty obvious that Universal can get crowded and expensive.
What are you talking about?
So in this video, we're gonna show you the top mistakes not to make when visiting the park. What's up? Oh no. And I got moted.
Everybody knows that.
Number one is you're gonna wanna get your tickets ahead of time, and I know that seems like,
you guys, obviously.
These people don't know that, and they're gonna wait 30 minutes in line before they even get inside the park. Another thing is it's gonna save you so much money. If you wait until you get at the front gate, today it's $159 for a one-day ticket, and if you buy on the app, it's $124. If you have a family of four, that's over $120 more that you're gonna be spending, that you can actually spend on food or merch inside of the park. That is absolutely crazy.
No way. Brutal. Okay.
There you go.
And this also includes Universal Express Pass. Buy that ahead of time as well. We always recommend getting Express Pass if you're coming during peak times. If you wait to upgrade inside of the park, not only will you be waiting, there's an upcharge of almost $100 during peak times. Get it all sorted out right before you get in the park.
All right, the next step you want to take to save some time and money is download the Universal Studios app before you get on property. This is something you can do anywhere else, and I would not recommend doing it at the top of this hill. The cell phone reception is spotty at best.
I'm not getting a sig on my beeper.
You're gonna be one of those dads standing in the front trying to download the Universal app with little to no cell phone service, so don't be that dad. Download it before you get here. Do you know the Wi-Fi password?
I'm not sure.
And let's say you're an annual pass holder like me, you're gonna make sure you bring your ticket or link it ahead of time. I didn't do that, I forgot my ticket, so I have to go wait in that line. So learn from my mistake.
15 minutes later.
Another mistake not to make is don't be a bum, don't sleep in.
Rise and shine.
Our biggest tip, get here early. Our park has limited hours, you guys. Sometimes it closes as early as 6, and you don't want to miss out on any minute of your park day because you decided to sleep in.
You don't want to put this off. And pro tip, the park is usually the emptiest in the morning.
We always recommend allotting yourself an hour to get through parking and security, and you guys should try to be here about 30 minutes before park opening because they normally open up the gates a bit early.
This is where I jump in and give you all the juicy knowledge on parking details here at Universal Studios Hollywood. There's going to be 2 different options for parking once you come up to the park. You can either enter on Ventura and Universal Drive, I believe, and that's going to take you to the ET parking lot. You don't want to go that way. That's our second option for parking. You're going to want to enter on Lancashire and go up to the Jurassic parking. The reason why I'm telling you this, the Jurassic parking feels like a half mile closer to the entrance of the park. So pro tip, if you want to save your feet and not park so far, park at Jurassic parking.
There's another example.
Another mistake not to make is don't just show up. And you're probably like,
Ashley, what does that even mean?
What does that mean? Any day at Universal Studios Hollywood is a great day, but some days are better to visit than others. You're gonna find that the lowest wait times are during the fall, winter, and spring, except spring break, obviously.
Hate spring break.
And you're gonna wanna avoid visiting around the days and holidays where children are out of school, like President's Day weekend, 4th of July, Labor Day, stuff like that. And listen, I'm gonna be Captain Obvious here, sorry, but obviously visiting during the week is way better than visiting on weekends.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
The best days to visit with the least amount of traffic and crowds are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
So we've gone over which days to visit, where to buy your ticket, downloading the Universal Studios app. We also want to prepare and bring things into the park, and that comes with planning a little bit ahead and grabbing all your park essentials. Ashley, empty your bag and let me see what you got.
I am not ashamed of my kooky Mary Poppins bag, okay? I am who I am, and I feel like a lot of you can relate. I love to stuff my park bag, and these are my personal park essentials. First off, Tide stick. You don't want to get hot honey mustard from eating a big hot dog on your white shirt. I always have a Tide stick on me, and I know people are like,
ew, that's so annoying.
I always clean your shirt. This bad boy is always with me. Second is hand sanitizer. If you buy in-park hand sanitizer, it's gonna run you like $15, and it's gonna be that booty caca hand sanitizer that kind of smells like
crusty tequila.
I'm not being neurotic.
I personally love the Touchland ones. I think they're my favorite, and they last really long, and they smell really good, and my hands don't get super dry after I use it. Next, floss. There is nothing worse than when you eat something, or if you're grubbing on popcorn at a theme park and you have crap stuck in the back of your tooth. It literally makes me mental.
Come on.
You're taking photos, you don't want crap in your teeth, okay? Next, lip balm. You want lip balm. You don't want dry, crusty lips, especially for us, we're making videos. And when I look back at our videos and I have chapped lips, I am mortified.
And I don't mean this in a bad way.
Right.
What were you thinking?
This is mainly for me, but nail glue, I wear press-on nails, and if one of them pops off, I hate it. Visine, just in case you're really tired and you look kind of like meh, I bring Visine with me. Another thing for my sensory queens and kings, I always have earplugs with me. I am very noise sensitive. I don't know if everyone's like that, but Universal is a very loud park. I wear these on the Jurassic World ride because the T-Rex, that's like, it's like really intense and it gives me anxiety, so earplugs. Another thing, a portable battery. You're gonna be on the Universal app, mobile ordering, taking pictures on your phone and all that. You're gonna want a mobile battery for you and the family. You can get these anywhere for fairly cheap. We love this one, and it's in our little Amazon storefront.
Shameless plug.
This is another Ashley thing. I always have oil absorbing sheets on me.
Oh, yeah? I've never even heard of it.
Again, I know it's like the Tide stick, but you don't want to be oily, especially when it's hot and you look all shiny and gross. I love these, and these are the natural, like, charcoal ones, and they're great on the go. Okay, how are we doing on time? I've been talking about my bag for 45 minutes. I'm really sorry. I always have extra hair ties with me. I hate it, especially if I'm getting hot and my hair is sweaty on my neck. I want to put my hair up, a hairbrush. You never know when you need it. Your wallet. Don't forget your ID, especially if you want to grab an adult beverage. I always have my light. You never know when you need really good lighting.
Sorry.
And then my 500 lipsticks. Okay, and lastly, you guys, I always bring my power-up band too. I always love playing the games in Super Nintendo World, and my power-up band and my earplugs go hand in hand. Super Nintendo World is the loudest land in the history of the world, and I need to have my earplugs in order to go in there and play the games and get power-up points. 25 years later, that is my park bag, you guys.
How does she get so much into a fanny pack?
It's where I keep all my things. Get a lot of compliments on this.
I forgot one more thing, and this isn't really like a park bag essential, but it's an actual essential. Bring sunglasses. You don't want to damage your eyes in the LA heat and the sun.
That's better, huh?
It gets really bright up on this hill, you guys.
Bring your sunnies with you.
You don't want to buy the like weird ones in the gift shop for $30. You're going to be so annoyed and you're literally never going to wear them again.
I mean, they have two options, fashionable and fast. And I want to go fast.
I was way too fast.
Bring your good ones. I love the Key sunglasses.
Oh, also, something that we didn't touch upon is sunscreen. You're going to want to get sunscreen. They do sell it in the park, but you might have to sell your left arm to get it. So we recommend getting it ahead of time. I'm actually kind of the worst person to talk about this. I'm Filipino-Hawaiian, and I've worn sunscreen maybe 4 times, but I have a fair-skinned fiance, and I lather up before we get to the park. Am I allowed to say lather? All right, another pro tip is obviously bring a water bottle. If you're not carrying a hydro flask with you daily, I don't know what you're doing, but there's going to be plenty of options around the park to fill such hydro flasks. I think there's actually 5 water bottle refill stations around the area, basically 1 in each land. Our favorite area to go fill up our water bottles is right behind me at the Water World area. I mean, it's called Water World, so obviously the water there is exquisite.
And that's what I call high quality H2O.
Another reason we recommend bringing your own hydro flask is because it's going to keep your water cool all day. If you walk around with plastic, it's going to get warm and gross. So bring your hydro flask, save the planet, less plastic.
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
Okay. The hotter it gets and the closer to summer, the more popular these bad boys become. I just grabbed the last one, and right now it's the classic Universal Studios Hollywood logo with the studio tram tour, and it has the handle for this bad boy. Something I always say that I love about our park is we always have celebrities here, and I was supposed to say the price of those souvenir freestyle cups inside of that store, but Mia Goth walked in, and I got so distracted, and I wanted a photo, but she's with her kid, and I don't want to bother her. But anyway, let me tell you guys, if you get one of the Universal souvenir freestyle cups, it's $19. If you get 2, then they're $17 each. If you want free refills, I guess not free, but if you want refills throughout the day, it is $12.99. And then you can also bring them back and reactivate them on any park day, and they also work over in Orlando.
Well, I mean, I get it. I get it.
So the next thing you want to avoid is coming to Universal Studios Hollywood without a plan or strategy. We always recommend planning a little bit ahead just because our park is split in between 2 sections, the upper lot and lower lot. And at first glance, you look at it like,
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
but it kind of is. What divides the lower lot and upper lot is about 350 stairs, 4 escalators, a walkway, and this amazing view. So yeah, save your feet and have a strategy. We always recommend starting on the lower lot. 1, it's our favorite area, and 2, there's 4 of the best attractions in the entire resort. So yes, start in the lower lot, guys.
Especially if you want to visit Super Nintendo World. We do recommend buying the like $20 to $25 add-on express, but in off-peak times, if you get here early, like we said in the beginning of this video, you go down to the lower lot, you can have a lot of time to spend inside of Super Nintendo World and knock everything out down there.
Off the record, you do this, you're in.
The reason we love starting on the lower lot is there's 4 really thrilling attractions, one of them being the Mummy, and you guys are going to want to utilize the free lockers. Nothing in life is free, but for 2 hours, you get free lockers over at the Mummy. But please note, it's a smaller locker, so if you have a big bag with you, you do have to pay an additional upcharge, but if you have a little... Got really excited right there. Mia Goth just walked behind me. I got really excited. And in order to get on the Mummy, you cannot have a bag or any loose items, you guys. All right, see you in 2 hours. Bye.
Now that we just checked your bag, there's a couple things you want to keep with you though. Don't be a knucklehead. You're gonna need your park ticket to open and close the locker. So keep your park ticket, keep your phone. There's a little baggie for it on each of the rides.
And they do have ride testing seats for majority of the attractions. So if you feel like you might not be able to fit or it might be uncomfortable, you can sit here and test it out. I'm kind of dying. I don't know how to get out of this.
Another awesome fact for this pro tips video, you're gonna wanna utilize single rider. There's 5 single rider attractions in the entire resort and 4 of them on the lower lot. So if you don't mind sitting next to strangers and possibly getting soaked like on Jurassic World right here, utilize single rider.
Before we get on Jurassic World, there's a few things to note because we have seen travelers get mad that they got wet on this ride.
I'm wet! Ah! I'm okay!
If you want to get super soaked in the middle of a summer day, sit in the very front. If you don't want to get as wet, sit in the very back. But every single seat you will get a bit wet. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Don't get upset. So with that being said, if it's a hot summer day, maybe wear some sandals, bring some... See, did you see that girl's lash? She literally like, my lashes, that's me when I sit in the front. But either way, you guys, we can't stress this enough. You're gonna get wet. Don't get mad, embrace it. It's Jurassic World, and inside houses the world's most impressive animatronic, in my opinion. It's so awesome. I don't know if you're like me, but I am the merch queen of America. I have to buy myself a goodie or a treat or something to remember my day every single time I go somewhere. Whatever, okay?
Whatever.
With that being said, on your park day, if you're having a really good time, you know you're gonna wanna buy some merch. You're gonna wanna get a little plushie, a shirt, whatever. Brendan Fraser across my chest. Yes, please. But don't let the bags bog you down. I never do, and that's why I make my fiance carry absolutely everything.
No matter what, dude.
Sorry, Nick. With that being said, you can utilize package pickup. Anywhere in the park, if you buy something, you give it to the team member with a valid photo ID, and they will hold it for you and bring it to the top Universal store for package pickup. Just make sure you guys have your ID, so then you can go pick it up, and then they can verify that it's you. Super easy.
If they had package pickup everywhere, I'd still have a back.
Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
You still have a back?
Yeah.
The next mistake not to make at Universal Studios Hollywood is missing out on the newest attraction, and that is Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. If you're a millennial like me, Mario Kart was a staple in your home on N64 growing up. And even if you're not like me, I'm pretty sure everyone in the world knows what Mario and Super Nintendo World is.
Everybody knows that.
You have to get on this ride. It is so much fun. You're gonna look like a dork while you're on it, but it is worth the wait.
I know when you're trying to get through a theme park, it's all about hitting the attractions and trying to get as many attractions in one day. But there's a reason why this place is called Super Nintendo World. You need to explore it. The characters, the food, every bit of this land you can touch and explore, and you really need to do a deep dive and not just do the ride and leave. With that said, you can have an experience of just going through it for free, but if you want to enhance that experience, boom, power-up band. And this basically collects my stats and coins for the attraction and coins around the entire land. So let's go have some fun. It's like a $39 price point to have this fun, but it's worth it, and it goes to your Universal app.
There's all these people staring at me, so it's super awkward, but yes, I'm a grown woman. Hey, why isn't it working anymore?
Oh, what? You see this thing over here? It's an M, and you're like, oh yeah, it stands for Minions. No, boom. Stands for Mario.
While you're waiting for a character meet and greet to happen or the line on the ride to die down, I love bopping around this land and collecting as many points as possible. And I just like being extra annoying. Be like, hey Nick, I can't do anything right now because I gotta...
I know I just told everyone to explore the land and take your time and really get nitty-gritty with it, but you can't do that for everything in Super Nintendo World. There's a few things that you have to plan ahead of time, and one of them is dining over at Toadstool Cafe. They have QR codes all around the world of Super Nintendo World to get the dining, but if it's something that you really want, get here early because it fills up. Don't wait till later in the day and be like, oh,
Does Toadstool have a reservation?
they won't, so make it a priority and do that first.
My boy's blasphemy.
Speaking of lunch, we have some mistakes to avoid for lunchtime. If you want to get your food nice and easy with no drama, you want to wait until after 2 p.m. for lunch. This way, it's not smack in the middle of the lunch rush. But if you guys have to eat during this time, don't wait in line. Mobile order your food on the Universal Studios app that we've mentioned 100 times already in this video, and then you can go ride rides and see shows while you virtually wait for your food. And you can mobile order from every restaurant inside of the theme park except for Toadstool Cafe. Now that you have your food, you obviously need a place to sit. On the upper lot, you'll find tons of seating at the Carl Laemmle Plaza or in the upstairs VIP Krusty Room above Krusty Burger. And our favorite place on the lower lot to eat is at Jurassic Cove, which is upstairs above the Jurassic Cafe restaurant.
Our next tip is researching some of the food. If you're watching this video, you probably don't know much about the food, but we made 2 separate videos. One is the best and worst food here at Universal Studios Hollywood.
My breath is gonna be kicking all day. No makeouts for you later, Nick.
What? And the other one is the ultimate food tour, and we ate at every single restaurant.
We wanna make sure that you get the best value for your buck and that you guys are actually eating something you enjoy.
We'll link both of those videos below, but if you don't have time to watch those, our 3 favorite restaurants are 3 Broomsticks, Toadstool Cafe, and Minion Cafe.
We're making these mistakes to avoid videos for Universal to make sure you guys have the best vacation and that it's cost and time effective. And with that being said, exactly to Nick's point, if you don't research your food, you're gonna be spending up to 90 minutes walking around the upper and lower lot being like,
What do I eat? What do I eat?
and it's gonna annoy your entire family because I know that would annoy me. As I said earlier in this vlog, I do have sensory issues and I feel like a lot of you guys can relate. With that being said, if it's really hot, if it's really crowded, if things are too loud for me, I love to take a sensory break. There's 3 really good places to take a sensory break, but my favorite is at Jurassic Cove, which is the area above the Jurassic Park ride in Jurassic Cafe. For the most part, it's empty. You have some shade. It's really quiet. We won't show her on camera, but there's a mom over here taking a nap. Her kids are probably on the ride and she's like,
Little Billy has been so annoying today and I really just need to relax.
it's really quiet and we all need a break sometimes.
All right, guys, we're walking back trying to find characters. We're trying to find characters any... Freaking Doc! Bye, Doc! What the hell is a gigawatt?
1.21 gigawatts.
Another mistake you're gonna want to avoid when coming to Universal Studios Hollywood is skipping out on the character meet and greets. There are a ton of characters everywhere that you're gonna meet, like the bride and Frank. Hey, Frank. This is the perfect area to meet all of those characters, is right here in Soundstage 52. No matter if you're a roaming character or lining up for a meet and greet, this is the area. Look at him. Sound just like him, right?
There's over, I don't even know, 50 characters that you can meet at this park at any random times. Oh God. Hi Shrek. What's up? Oh, no. And I got moted. Thanks for making me go do that.
We're gonna return at 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Those are the last times for today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry to bum rush him out.
Good.
Sorry. But there are scheduled meet and greets. So in Super Nintendo World, for example, there's going to be scheduled meet and greets that are timed and you can only meet them then. But here on the upper lot, they're going to be walking around. What's up, puppy? Get it, girl. My favorite is the glitter one, though. The one that farts glitter. But literally, the character meet and greets are one of my favorite things about this park. They are so special. They are so much fun. What's up, Hello Kitty?
Anyways, the character meet and greets at Universal Studios Hollywood are one of the best things here. They have characters from all the newest movies like Minions and Trolls, and then characters like Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Bride that started all of Universal. It's really a hodgepodge of like every single character. My favorite thing here are the character meet and greets where you line up because there's a team member over there to get a great video, or if you want to hit the Renegade, with Shrek, it's the best way to do it.
And I personally enjoy the roaming characters where like you're eating lunch in the plaza and they just run up on you. I think that is so much fun. Can I ask you a question?
Sure, shoot.
Is the juice loose?
At my age, everything's loose. I gotta be honest. Decomposition, it's serious. I'm telling you, they don't tell you about that. It's a serious medical condition, I'm telling you. I'm barely holding it together. Like, literally.
It's a great visual.
I know, right? I've been called that before, a great visual.
Listen, I don't like to play favorites, but my favorite is Frankenstein, obviously. He's tall, he's dark, he's handsome, he's gentle, he loves flowers. He's all of the things I look for in a man. And he has a pretty decent hairline, which is very important to me personally. I love Frank.
I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you.
Frank's coming, Frank's coming, Frank's coming. Frank, can I get a high five? Frank doesn't really give high fives, so don't be offended because he's like, his hands are so big, he's just like, so like, he'll kind of just like graze you and not like break your hand with his huge hand. So Frank has huge hands. And you know what they say about huge hands? Huge mittens, obviously, come on.
Wow, man, look at those mitts. Man, it's like grabbing a bunch of bananas.
Another experience that you can't skip, this is a non-negotiable, is skipping the Waterworld stunt show. Yes, this is based off of the hit film from 1995 starring Kevin Costner.
No one has seen the Waterworld movie.
What are you talking about? 30 years later, it just made its money back thanks to Peacock. And shout out to my grandpa Kenny. He was a stunt coordinator on it with all the Stunt Unlimited crew, so shout out to all the stuntmen.
To that, I'm Eddie Dono's double.
This stunt show has been running for 30 years, and in this show, you're gonna see people set on fire, divers, jet skis, and Tiger Woods?
Hi, I'm Tiger Woods.
But please know, you guys, they are serious about the blue seats and how wet you're gonna get. It is not a joke. If you don't wanna get drenched, sit towards the middle or the back. Trust us.
I know from experience, dude. You know what I mean?
Another mistake not to make is skipping the world-famous studio tram tour. We are on a working studio lot, and that's what makes our park so unique. It's the oldest attraction in the park.
I mean, look at her. She's old.
And literally why the theme park is here today. The studio tram tour has been driving on the backlot for the past 60 years, but the backlot has over 100 years of movie making magic. All of the original monster movies were shot on the Little Europe set, iconic music videos like Lady Gaga's Judas, and Nick's personal favorite, Kesha's Die Young.
I hear your heartbeat to the beat of the drums.
And there's tons of movies shot here that we know and love today.
I'm up here, come and get me.
But definitely go to the restroom before you get on the tram. The tour is an hour long and there are usually delays, so go pee.
It's an emergency.
Okay, we've been on the studio tram tour over 100 times, and that's why we can give you this ultimate tip. Ride on the 4th tram car on the last row, row 8. Why? You're gonna get Jaws. You're gonna be the person that gets stabbed by Norman Bates, and the best part is there won't be any obstructed view when you look back at the sets while they reset. Plus, you're not gonna have to look back and see a stranger's head. Another mistake not to make is not getting a butterbeer, and they have it hot, cold, or frozen. We personally love the frozen kind, but if you guys miss out on this, you are missing out on so much. This is our staple drink here at Universal Studios Hollywood. It's like going to Disneyland and not getting a churro, going to Knott's and not getting a boysenberry thing, going to Dollywood and not getting the cinnamon bread.
She doesn't even go here.
And if you stayed this long in this super informative, jam-packed video, this is the best and final tip that we can give you, and that is to have fun.
Have a great day now. Have fun.
Have the best time. You're here with your family, your partner, your bestie, and you need to relax and take it in and have the best time ever. If you weren't able to follow every single strategy or tip in this video, that is fine. You're still gonna have a good day. We're called the Mouse Vibes for a reason.
I just like to have fun.
It is nothing but good vibes, and we want you to have the best time ever.
And hopefully all these tips and tricks helped you have the perfect day here at Universal Studios Hollywood. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us grow, and if not, thanks for stopping by.